Hey, this is Daniel with the ReturnToDaniel.com website. Today is the 7th of October in 2020. I'm in a hospital in Europe preparing for my restoration reconstruction surgery with a special urological surgeon. So ReturnToDaniel.com is a story about how I grew up in the southern part of the USA in an abusive home with an alcoholic mother that um, abused me. I don't want to go into all the details. You could watch my video. Sex change did not work, where I go into more detail about all that. But the whole point of today's video is the journey that I've been on ever since I was healed of my gender dysphoria in 2016. Roughly, I made a real serious mental health and emotional health decision that was very, very, what do you call it, impulsive in 2004. I had a lifetime of fear in women and masturbation addiction. And I started reading a blog in 2004 about this one person was journeying to remove their male body parts. And, they said that they were happy and all this stuff. And at that time, I was mentally and emotionally still hadn't dealt with all of the trauma when I decided to pursue a gender reassignment myself, going from male to female. Ended up with a mental health therapist that was a lesbian. She told me that and revealed that to me. And she never once asked me if I was abused. And so I never got the proper mental health care. And I also did not disclose years ago, I wouldn't take my part and accept my responsibility for my decisions as an adult person should, because I was still in denial. And so I finally took responsibility for my decisions. And miraculously, I didn't commit suicide, even though I had a couple of ideations when things were really, really tough a couple of times. I pursued and had the male body parts removed in 2006. And I was somewhat at ease for about 6 months, and I sank into a very serious depression in 2007. Luckily, I used mental health care not to kill myself, commit suicide. And then I tried to function for many years in the female role, but it just did not work. I wasn't born or created that way. And I realized I'd made a mistake, and I started getting mental health therapy in 2014. Then I was praying in 2016, and I was miserable, and I just cried out to God. I said, I was on my knees, and I cried out to God, help me. And God convicted me that I needed to reverse all of my gender change. So I immediately got the breast tissue removed within like 7 weeks. And I've got videos about, how to reverse your gender change if you're very unhappy. And so here I am. Tomorrow is my reconstruction of my lower anatomy. I'm going to have a new penis and going to have the vaginal canal closed. And so I'm very emotional today because it's been a long journey. I don't wish the pain that I went through on anyone. I'm a normal heterosexual male. I've been married for 17 months to a wonderful woman. I have never had the attraction to males. I've always been attracted to females, and how I could have gotten so psychologically ill and mentally ill that I paid a surgeon a whole bunch of money back in 2006 to cut off my male anatomy blows my mind, but that's neither here nor there. I'm at a point now where it's a huge relief. I realize that it's not going to be the same as God created, but I'll still function much more as a male. I'll look much more like a male. And my wife is going to be much happier also. And the technology is that they will be able to, in one more surgery, be able to help me function as a male again, as far as the intimacy. So I'm just reaching out. Uh, I would get the best mental health care that you can find and don't be in denial. I was in denial about myself and thinking that life was going to be wonderful as a female, but I was not created a female. And so, anyway, it's really wonderful that I've gotten to this point. It's been a real struggle. I mean, I've had the medical community that works with transgendered people doing these urological surgeries in North America. They just closed their doors on me. Nobody wanted to have anything to do with me. And I'm really thankful for the surgeon in Europe that he opened his doors. And so, uh, from the bottom of my heart, if you have gender dysphoria, uh, ask God to help you. If you don't believe in God, ask whatever it is that you do believe in. If it's the spirit of the universe or whatever, just get help, because getting body parts removed, it's not reversible. I mean, it is somewhat reversible. It's going to be a painful surgery. I'm going to be 3 or 4 days on my back, not being able to move. And so the first surgery was very painful also. And so that's about all I wanted to share today. It's been a long road. God's kept me sane and put the people in my path to heal me. And it's wonderful to be functioning in the world as a male and not living in a delusion that, that I was something not male, that, I was female. I was never created to be that. So anyway, I've got my book, returntodaniel.com. And so if I could be of help to you, write to returntodaniel.com/contact, and I'll do my best to answer your emails. Thank you. Bye for now.